There we go. Yo, 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 what's up, Facebook family? What's up, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're catching this live at? Coming to you live here from my home here in Dallas, Texas. It's Ant. I'm back, here with the daily tips. Got a great topic today. Something as well I was talking to with some good friends and family over the weekend, and ego. Ego. And just like the topic say, don't let your ego hinder you. It's going to be today's topic. Hey, but I'm going to allow Facebook and, YouTube to let everybody know that I'm live here, and then we're going to get kicked off here in just a second. But hey, as you're coming on in, feel free. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what part of the world, what part of the country. I love to be able to go back in the comments and kind of just see where everybody's getting a chance to tune in from. Don't let your ego hinder you is today's topic. Hey, and also don't hesitate to share. Maybe you have a friend or something that you want to share this with. Hey, feel free to do that as well. 1 second here. Okay, let's get this thing kicked off here in just a second. Eddie, how you doing, man? Oh, no. Oh, hey, Eddie, welcome. Hey, okay, don't let your ego hinder you is today's topic. And like always, I love to start off with a question and everything of that nature. So, the question I have for everybody today is, are you letting your ego take over? And you don't have to answer it in the comments, but just ask yourself this, on a personal basis, ask yourself. Just have the question up in your head. Are you letting your ego take over? And this is something I had to, battle with, and something I still battle with in different areas of my life, because we don't actually think of it like that. Sometimes we think our ego, what we think is our ego is actually our confidence. That's what we thinking. And I see so many people, so many relationships, so many friendships, so many businesses, so many just different things, even people with their different jobs and different things of that nature, where they let their ego take over and hurt them more than help them. Maybe it's because of something that they went through in the past, and so now they got this brick wall up, about relationships. They know it all. Maybe it's something that maybe they started having success in their business, and now they got this ego of, hey, I'm Mr. or Mrs. Know-It-All. And then next thing you know, business starts to go down. Why? Because of the ego. And that's something that if you don't check your ego, it will begin to twist your values and your perspective of different things. So that's very important that you want to check this ego. And there's so many people I've seen, so many great athletes that really I thought should probably still be playing to this day. To this day I still think Terrell Owens is one of the best people ever, but I believe his ego got in the way at different times. And that's what made teams not want him a part of the team. Just like Antonio Brown, we see this, you start having success. Yes, you're one of the best, but then your ego gets in the way. It takes over, hurts you more than it helps you. But then also you got people with great examples, had lots of success, but are humble, but also show confidence. A lot of times, the Tom Brady's, the LeBron James, these are people who had tons of success, still having success, breaking records, doing all of these things. But you don't ever see them on Instagram talking about, hey, I'm the best, can't nobody mess with me. No, they're humble. And guess what? People don't mind playing with people like that. Even though they hold everybody on the high standard, they put everybody up there with them. They don't put anybody, hey, I'm LeBron James and you're just this little, you're just this little guy. No, they hold everybody, they put everybody up there with them. And see, that's where, that's the difference between having high confidence and the ego. Because those type of people can have the ego when they have success, but then nobody want to play with them. And then guess what? When nobody wants to play with you, you stop winning. And that's what most people do, the sport that they do, the business, because they want to have success in whatever they're doing. Even in relationships, you want to have success with your relationship. I don't think people, ask somebody to marry them or say I do to not have success or, or have a happy family or, a marriage or anything of that nature. And just different things. I wrote down some things that pretty much an inflated ego can cause. And I just wanted to share these guys with you guys. There's two things that an inflated ego can cause in your life. And it's something that I just had to, reevaluate for myself. But one, actually, my good friend, my big brother, like a mentor to me, said this to me. He was like, with an ego, an inflated ego, he didn't say inflated, but he said an ego. You know what happens when you have an ego so high? You become a target. And when your ego is so high, now you think about a target. The bigger the target, guess what? The more vulnerable it is to being hit. Why? Because the target is bigger. It's not, like you're playing darts. If the dartboard is small, you got a high, it's kind of hard to get to the middle of it. But when you got a big ego, that means you got a big target. That means you got more people understanding like, hey, that's that person. So guess what? Now you're going to have more people that can attack you and can hurt you more than that can help you. You become, you become more vulnerable to other people because once they figure out that that's you, they know how to pinpoint their pressure. Just like, for instance, if there's a woman or something and she holds herself on this high pedestal, well, okay. And then you got, all it takes is that one person to get inside and be able to hit that target, and that's going to hurt that person way more than it help that person. But also, the second reason that an inflated ego will cause is when you start getting this big ego, your vision becomes very small. Why? Because you stop thinking about everything else, and you only see what you see. And when you only see what you see, you're only going to get so far, y'all. You're only going to get so far. Why? Because you shorten your vision. You may have had this big vision before you started having a little success, before you got married, you had all of this and everything of that nature, and then you started getting this ego. And then guess what? Your vision started shrinking because you felt that you were that man or that woman and it was your way or the highway, things like that. And then guess what? It started hurting you. You start having this strong confirmation bias. It's really no matter what nobody else says, is whatever you say, and if it doesn't go that way, then hey, you ain't trying to hear it. And that's where your ego starts to take over. And you see and hear what you want to hear, not what everybody, and not what could actually benefit your family, your business, your friendships, your team, whatever it may be that, we're talking about. Because ego is just not something that's just one topic. It goes hand in hand with everything. And then also, like always, I love to give, some tips on how you can help, how you can pretty much change and work on these things. And so ways to kind of break free of your inflated ego. Number one is, you got to be selflessness. You got to show some humility, some gratitude. Pretty much something that, I'm going to start doing is at the end of each day, I'm going to kind of just sit down and reflect on the people that helped me have a successful day or help me become successful. And then that takes the pressure off you just thinking, oh yeah, I did that, to who helped me understand this. I got a lot of people who do different things in life, and when you can actually sit down and quit saying, looking in the mirror, say it's all about me, and say, hey, I'm so thankful for my brother, my wife, my coworker, my business partners, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in this position. I wouldn't be the man or the woman I am today if it wasn't for these people. And that starts showing humility and gratitude. Also, reflection. This is very, very big because you want to hire people if you're a business owner or something of that nature. You want to hire people that aren't going to just tell you when you're doing everything right. They're going to be willing to stand up whenever the time is need and let you know, hey, I don't know about that. Why? Because they'll help you come back to reality that hey, that might be my ego taking over, and not the, I always have those people that's around you that's going to help you become better. And that's the very, very key. And that's where you start having that reflection, start having those people around you. But, that's pretty much it today, you guys. Ego. Just, check, ask yourself, is it, it kind of bounces off yesterday. Hey, is it confidence or is it ego? And I was having this conversation with like a brother of mine yesterday, but also over the weekend. Just, is it confidence or ego? And we see so many times where ego overtakes the confidence. And guess what? When it overtakes the confidence, you start to see things trundling down in the wrong direction. But that's all, you guys. I hope you got value from this. And if you did get value from this, in the comments, let me know you got value from this. But also feel free, don't hesitate to share this with your family and friends if you feel somebody can get value from this. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace out, you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow.